안녕하세요. Welcome back to Korean Saturday School. Today is week 9, June 5th, and this is the New York 초대 한국문화학교. Okay, welcome back to another lesson. 환영합니다. My name is Sarang Kim or Kim Sarang 선생님, and I am in charge of the 진달래반. Okay, so if you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. Today we are going to be learning our last official lesson in this book because the next lesson is like a review of everything we've learned so far. So it's the last real lesson and it's on page 86 through 95 and the title is 코끼리는 커요. Okay, so this is what we're going to do today. If you don't have this book, the link to the PDF will be in the description below. It should look something like this. Okay. Okay, so today's lesson is gonna be 코끼리는 커요. That means an elephant is big. So 코끼리는 커요. Let's see what the dialogue says on the bottom. 코끼리하고 토끼가 그네를 타요. Which means the elephant and rabbit are riding the swings. And then it says 코끼리는 커요. The elephant is big. 토끼는 작아요. The rabbit is small. So today we're going to learn how to differentiate sizes by saying if it's big or small, and we're also going to learn some other things. So let's see some important vocabulary words that we're going to learn today. So number one, we see on the left side, we see an elephant. We see 코끼리, right? And a 코끼리 is big, so the word here says 커요. 커요 means big or it's big. Okay, next to that we see a little bunny or a rabbit. We see a 토끼. 토끼가 보여요, right? And 토끼 is what? 토끼는 작아요. It's small. Okay? So big means 커요, small means 작아요. And then below that we see a little girl watching TV. It looks like she's watching SpongeBob. And she's laughing. She's like, she's saying, 재미있어요. 재미있어요. Now this means it's fun. It's entertaining. And then next to that, she's watching probably the news, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have the same reaction because it's sometimes boring. So then we would say 재미없어요. It is boring, okay? So 재미있어요 and 재미없어요 are the opposites. 재미있어요 is fun, 재미없어요 is boring. And then below that, we see a little boy, and on his plate, I have no idea what that is he's eating, but oh, I think they're cookies. So he's looking at it, he's like, yum. So he's saying, 맛이 있어요. 맛있어요. Okay, which tastes good. And then, ooh, I know a lot of you guys also have this situation problem at home when you don't like to eat your vegetables, anything green. You say, tastes bad. 맛 없어요. Okay? So there is 맛 있어요 and 맛 없어요. Okay, so tastes good, tastes bad. Okay, so if you have a piece of paper, make sure to write each word at least 3 times to get practice. 옆에 종이 있으면 3번씩 써줬으면 좋겠어요. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So we see examples. So let's see. It says 곰이 커요. The bear is big. 토끼가 작아요. The rabbit is small. 한국어 공부가 어때요? How is learning Korean? 재미있어요. It is fun. Okay, so the keywords that we're looking at here is 커요, which is big, 작아요, which is small, 어때요, it's like, how is it? And then 재미있어요, it's fun. Okay? Let's see. Alright, everybody, this is page 89 now. We're gonna do some practices, okay? Okay, and it says 연습해요, 연결하세요. 자, 이제 그림을 보고 맞는 단어랑 연결할 거예요. We're gonna look at the picture and draw a line to the correct description in Korean. Okay, so number 1, we see a little girl. She's on the slide. She's riding down the slide, and she looks like she's having fun. Okay, I'm just gonna describe all the pictures first, and then you guys can draw the lines to the right answer. Okay, so she's having fun, which is 재밌어요. 재밌어요. And then number 2, we see a little boy wearing a very big shoes, probably his dad's shoes, and it's too big, so we're gonna say 커요. And then number 3, we see a girl eating ice cream. Ice cream is always good whenever you eat it. That's gonna be 맛있어요. Last but not least, we see a boy holding a little baby shirt, which is small, so we're gonna do 작아요. Okay. So number 1, the girl going down the slide is gonna be 재미있어요. And then which is, let's see. The first one says 커요, and then 재미있어요, 작아요, 맛있어요. So it's the second one, 재미있어요. So we're gonna draw a line like that. Number 2, we see it was too big, which is 커요, which is the first one right here. 커요 means too big. Okay, and then third one, ice cream girl, very delicious, very good. So it's 맛있어요, 맛있어요. That's the last one. And then number 4, the shirt is too small, so it's 작아요. 옷이 작아요. Okay. Make sure you guys have all the right answers for each question, and then we're going to move on to the next page. Alright, so now we are on page 90. Okay, let's see what page 90 has for us. So we're going to practice doing some writing this time. So it says 어때요? 써보세요. 자, we're going to look at the picture, 그림을 보고, and then we're going to complete the sentence, okay? So number 1, we see strawberries and a watermelon. So the girl says 수박이 커요? And the boy responds, 네, 수박이. So she's saying, is the watermelon big? And he's like, yes, the watermelon is. And we're going to end the sentence with big. So 커요. 네, 수박이 커요. And then the second one, we see a girl swimming, and then the boy asks her, 수영이 blank 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 blank, and then she responds with 네, 재미있어요. She says, yes, it is fun. So how would you ask a question? That you would say, oh, is swimming fun? And then someone would answer, yeah, swimming is fun. In Korean it would be 수영이 재미있어요. And then the answer would be 네, 재미있어요. So it would look something like this. 재미있어요. Okay? And then number 3, she's eating 떡. So he asks her, 떡이 어때요? How's the 떡? And then, does it look like she's enjoying it? It looks like she is. She has her tongue out and she's ready to eat another bite. So she's gonna say 맛있어요. 맛있어요. Okay, so 맛있어요. Okay, so make sure you guys write all of this down properly. And remember, if you need more time, you can just pause the video. But if not, we're going to move on. Okay, now we're on page 91. And for this page, it says 이야기해요. 어때요? 이야기해보세요. How is it? Let's talk about it, okay? Now, this is kind of like a back and forth kind of exercise. We would do it together if we were in person, but since not, if you have someone next to you, You can do it with them or just do it by yourself like I am doing. Okay, so let's see. She says, 텔레비전이 재미있어요? Boy responds, 네, 재미있어요. So she's asking, is TV fun? And he's saying, yeah, it's fun. Or like whatever he would be watching. Okay, so we're gonna ask a question and answer it for every single picture we see. So let's practice. So we see here a delicious meal. It looks like some kind of 고기. So let's pretend it's 불고기. Okay, so I'm gonna ask, 불고기는 맛있어요? And then you're gonna answer, 네, 맛있어요. Okay. And number 2, we see swings. So swings is 그네. So we're gonna say 그네 타는 거 재미있어요? And then someone can answer 네, 재미있어요. And then the third one we see elephant. So elephant we know has to do with size. So we're gonna say 코끼리는 커요? And then you're gonna respond 네, 코끼리는 커요. And then 토끼. Next to that, 토끼는 커요. Actually, yeah, let's just say that. So 토끼는 커요? You're gonna say 아니요, 토끼는 작아요. Or you could say 토끼는 작아요, which is the rabbit small? And then you can say 네, 토끼는 작아요. Okay, so it could work both ways. And then we see television, but which is the example they gave us, so we're just gonna skip that one. And then we see 떡, so we're gonna say 떡은 맛있어요? Or you could say 떡이 어때요? And then you could respond 맛있어요 or 떡이 맛있어요. Okay, and then the bear you could say is the bear big? 곰은 커요? You could say 네, 곰은 커요. And then the books, I don't know, is that a film? It says 인어공주, which is Little Mermaid. I think that's a VCR. I could be wrong. I think it is a VCR. So like TV. You would watch the movie. So you would say 영화는 재밌어요? And you would say 네, 재밌어요. And then we see kimchi. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I don't know if all of you guys eat kimchi, but I know I do. So this answer could be different for everyone, but 김치는 맛있어요? Some of you guys can say 네, 맛있어요, or some of you guys can say 맛이 없어요. But it depends. But for me, it's 맛있어, okay? And then last one, bicycle. 자전거 타는 거 재미있어요? And then you would say 네, 재미있어요. Okay, so that was our little practice. So let's go to our listening portion of our lesson. So we're on page 92, and I'm going to read a few things, and you guys are going to listen to me and then answer based on what I say, okay? So listen carefully to what I say. 잘 듣고 동그라미 표를 하세요, okay? 자, 1번. 이 책이 재미있어요? 아니요, 재미없어요. I'm gonna read that again. 이 책이 재미있어요? 아니요, 재미없어요. Second one. 불고기가 어때요? 맛있어요. 불고기가 어때요? 맛있어요. Last one. 옷이 어때요? 커요. Again, 옷이 어때요? 커요. Okay, now let's go over the answers. Hopefully that was enough time for you guys to answer it. Okay, so the first one was 이 책이 재미있어요? And the answer was 아니요, 재미없어요. 재미없어요 means it's boring. So that one looks a lot like this one. She's very bored, right? Okay, and then the next one was 불고기가 어때요? How's the 불고기? How's it taste? And the answer was 맛있어요. It's good. Which is this one. And then the last one was 옷이 어때요? How's the clothes? 커요. It's too big. And it's this one. Oh, this one. Okay? So make sure you guys put all the right answers. Remember, in this envelope, there's a sticker chart with stickers. So for each question you get right, you give yourself a sticker, okay? On the 칭찬나무, okay? Now let's go to the next page. This says 같이 해요. 어떤 동물이에요? Okay, so there is different animals on the bottom of the page, and then there are different hints that we're going to give each other to determine the animal, okay? So let's see the example. So the boy is thinking of an elephant. So everyone around him is going to ask him questions. So she's going to say, 커요? He's like, 네. Is it big? Yes. 날씬해요? Is it skinny? He's going to say, 아니요. Nope. 코가 길어요? Is the nose long? 네. Yes. And then she guessed it. 코끼리. And he's like, 네. 코끼리예요. Okay. So let's see. Okay, let's practice doing two of these animals. So the first two I'm going to do. Okay, so for the giraffe, let's see. Someone can say 길어요. Right here, 길어요. Is it long? And then I'll say 네, 길어요. And then what else? 점이 있어요. Does it have spots? I'm going to say 네. 주황색이에요? Is it orange? I'm gonna say 네. I'm gonna say 기린. It's a giraffe. And then they're gonna say 네, 기린이에요. Okay, let's try this with the rabbit. So I'm gonna say 작아요? Is it small? They're gonna say 네. 꼬리가 짧아요? Is the tail short? 짧아요 means short. So is the tail short? I'm going to say 네. 흰색이에요? Is it white? 네. 토끼예요? And then you say 네. 토끼예요. Okay? And if you guys have anyone next to you, I want you guys to practice doing this with the remaining last two pictures. So one person can answer yes or no, and then the other person can ask questions, okay? So let's go on to the next page now. So on the next page we see another song. I know last week we had a song, but we skipped it because I cannot sing it. This week too, I cannot sing this song even though I know this song. I have a bad throat today. But the song is 곰 3마리, and I'm pretty sure everybody here should know this song. 곰 3마리가 한 집에 있어. It goes like that. If you have time, search it on YouTube, listen to it. Very good song, but we're just gonna skip it. If we were in person, I would have played it on the piano for you guys, but yeah. So skip, and then let's see. We're on page 95. So let's see. It says 그림을 보세요. 써보세요. Okay. Yeah. So this is already the last page. Okay. So let's see. We see 불고기가 어때요? How's the 불고기? We're on number 1. So he's asking how's the 불고기? So we would say it's good. 맛 있어요. Right? 맛 있어요. But if you say fast, it's 맛있어요. Okay, it's good. Number 2, 옷이 어때요? How's the clothes? Okay, so how does it look on him? Does it look like it fits? Does it look like it's big? I think it's pretty big on him. So I'm gonna say it's big. 커요. 커요. Last one. 책이 재미있어요? She's yawning. This is what I do all the time when I read. So boring. I'm gonna say 아니요. 재미없어요. It's boring. The book is very boring. So we write 재미없어요. Okay? 불고기는 맛있어요. 옷이 커요. And 책이 재미없어요. Alright? So make sure you guys got everything right. Make sure you wrote everything properly, everything correctly. And then we're done. So this is the end. Thank you guys for watching. And I have a few announcements to make actually, because next week will be our last week of lesson for our spring semester, and there will be more announcements regarding next semester, but I will announce that next week. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys for our last lesson next week. 안녕!